Welcome to Stage 3 of the Rehabilitation Protocol. As with other phases, it is important to note that this phase cannot be commenced until all progression criteria from Phase 2 have been successfully completed. This is essential, and if you don't strictly adhere to it, you may be putting yourself at increased risk of re-injury. Moving on to some education about this phase and discussion of the goals. This phase involves further progression of the previous strengthening exercises, resulting in an intensive strengthening program involving advanced exercises to strengthen all major muscle groups of the lower limb. In addition to the main exercise program, I've included add-on exercises that can be regularly interchanged in a mix and match fashion. This enables increased program variety, helping your body adapt to a varying workload. This phase also sees the introduction of plyometric exercises. Plyometric exercises involve increases in forces that travel through the joint, as well as challenging knee stability in a controlled and graduated manner. These exercises typically involve hopping or jumping on one or both legs in a range of directions and patterns. They are an essential part of preparation for returning to sport and are intended to be as practical and functional as possible. By increasing the stresses placed on the knee joint in a gradual and controlled manner, these exercises help provide you with increased confidence in your knee to perform under stress. Plyometric exercises are to be performed 3 to 4 times a week and may be completed on the same day as your strengthening exercise or alternate days, depending on your preference and time availability. In this phase, the lower limbs have enough strength and control to commence a basic running program. This will be discussed further in the video in the exercises section. Moving on to the goals, the first of which is to obtain full knee range of motion. This has been a gradual goal from the first phase of rehabilitation. It is important to regain full knee flexion or knee bend to ensure that you can have a full return to function because it's needed for a lot of tasks. The exercises in this phase will help increase the strength of the muscles that help with the knee flexion, as well as targeting increased range throughout movement. We also look at increasing the intensity of muscle strength exercises. So this basically means moving from a regular strengthening program to an intensive one that does lots of single leg work and involves large weights that are aimed at strengthening the muscles and gradually improving them. We also look at progressing the balance and stability exercises. This is an ongoing focus throughout the rehabilitation process as you lose a bit of your innate balance and stabilisation, and so we have to work hard to regain this to ensure that when you return to competition you have optimal joint stabilisation, control and stability. As previously discussed, introduction of these plyometric exercises, so jumping or hopping type exercises, these are covered in the plyometric section, so see there for the comprehensive videos. And we can also commence a basic running program. So I've provided a video and an outline of how to go about doing this. You do need to keep an eye on your symptoms and make sure you don't push things too hard. Generally, as a rule of thumb, the best way to progress things is to start with 5 sets of 1 minute on, 1 minute off. And so on your 1 minute on, it's just a light jog, and on the 1 minute off, it's a walk. And so do that for one day, and if you pull up okay, then progress to 2 minutes on, 1 minute off. And if that goes okay, then you can gradually build things up until you get to the point where you're doing 5 minutes on, 1 minute off by 5 lots, which should take you about 30 minutes. And that should get you to the next phase.